Hello everyone, in this tutorial we will replicate Destructible vehicle from city sample project. When we change this to play as listen server and set the number of player to 2 and we play this, let's enter this vehicle. You can see the animation is not replicated and our character collision is not correct. When we view it in client, you can see this glitch, the vehicle destruction already destroy the vehicle because our collision of the character is enabled, didn't replicate to this client. Go to BP, vehicle based destruction. As default, search for controller, and then we clear this AI controller class, so we don't have the controller when we begin play. And we will recreate this BP car interaction. So delete this. Go to BP vehicle base and delete BP car interaction. If we go to BP vehicle base destruction, we have some error because we delete this BP car interaction. So we can delete this. And remove this down. Move it up. Compile. Go to gameplay, driving, and delete BP car interaction. Force delete. We can open third person, blueprint, BP third person character. In this third person character, we use input, that is the legacy input. So we want to change it to use enhanced input. So we delete this third person folder, delete, force delete, click on content, add, add feature or content pack to third person and then add to project. Go to third person, blueprint, BP third person character. Now we use this new enhanced input. We create add mapping contact and remove mapping contact. So event process. And this new controller, we promote to variable new controller and set it to replicated. Add a custom event. This event name is server request add mapping contact. And run on server, add input mapping, and this name is input mapping. Add custom event, name it multicast request add mapping contact. And the same input mapping. This is multicast. Next is custom event. Server request remove mapping contact. Run on server. Input mapping. Custom event. Multicast request remove mapping contact. And input mapping, and this is multicast. So we compile and call multicast request add mapping contact. Get new controller. Has two player controller. Get enhance input. The call player subsystem. Is valid. If it is valid, add mapping context. And input mapping to this mapping context. And multicast request remove mapping context. We can copy this. Or remove mapping context. And input mapping. Then key C. When we press C, this even for when the C key is pressed or released. We can comment on this. Name is mapping context. And in this event receive controller change, we check if this is valid, enhance input local player subsystem. Has mapping context. Check for this IMC default. We add a branch. If it's false, we add this mapping context. If it's true, we don't add mapping context. And save. Next, go to gameplay driving. Add blueprint class. Actor component. Name this BP vehicle interaction. To vehicle blueprint, BP vehicle base, and add it to this component. BP vehicle interaction component. Next, in BP third-person character, add another variable. This name is overlap vehicle. When our character overlap this capsule collision, we set overlap vehicle to true. Go to BP vehicle interaction add variable. This variable name is character. AP third person character. And this is replicated. Go to vehicle blueprint. VP vehicle based destruction. On this door collision, when it overlap, we cast another actor as to third person. And this third person that we call the two third person character, add variable name is we call. VP vehicle based destruction. Take a reference, and this is replicated. Compile. That vehicle. Save. Get controller. Is valid. And check if the vehicle is flipping. Get actor arbiter break FC greater than 0. Get a branch. Vehicle isn't flipped. When it's true, we get BP vehicle in direction. Set character. And it's BP third person character that overlap is the character. Next we set overlap vehicle to true. And another actor has to third person character that overlap vehicle to false. We can comment on this. Name it open door interaction. BP vehicle interaction. Add another variable. Its name is owner vehicle. BP vehicle base instruction. Object reference. In begin play, we need to get owner to get the owner vehicle. As to BP, vehicle based destruction, and set to this owner vehicle. Next, we create another event. Name multicast. We call enter by character. And replicate. This is multicast. Add another function. This function name is get nearest door size. With input actor tick reference at owner vehicle get skm proxy add local variable. This variable name is driver door bound name, and this is name. Add another variable passenger door bound name. Driver door bound name is door front open L, and passenger door front open all. Get socket location from this driver door name. The same with passenger door name. Get socket location and find the distance. It's actor location. Less or equal to the distance, and we return output is boolean. Return value and connect this. Go to third person character. When we proceed, we check if we overlap the vehicle. If it's true, Create a custom event. This name is server character enter vehicle, and this is run on server, and it throw we call server character enter vehicle, and we add motion warping component to the character. Add another function prepare for vehicle entry. We get vehicle, get EP vehicle injection, get nearest door size function. Return is safe. Add variable left or right. This is boolean. And set this variable. Mesh and name instance. Has to ABP menu. Set CR alpha. Set to false. Get mesh. Get capture component. And we set collision enable to no collision. Set character movement to flying, so the vehicle don't fall down when it don't have the collision. Camera boom. Do collision test. Set do collision test to fall. Next we add or update warp target. Delete this. This warp target name is interact. Because our animation interaction, this warping, go to detail. This warp target name is interact. So we need this name to be the same. Get vehicle entry right location. Entry left location. Get verb location. The same with this. World location, left, right, and we select the location. If it's false, it is right. If it's true, it is left. Get world rotation, get world rotation, left, right, select rotator, push select this option. Work target rotation. So we can add another function is process vehicle and create a sequence. Get mesh, get anim instance, has to a big many, set CR alpha to false to disable the control rig of the leg of the character. Get vehicle, attach to actor. This third person character we attach to the vehicle people and we disable this well simulated bodies and get vehicle, get driver location, get actor location, get world location, and get world rotation. Cause set actor transform and split this transform. This is world location and this is rotation. From this sequence, we get controller, has two player controller. Call process and set this vehicle in pound. Get vehicle, get BP, vehicle interaction, set character variable, and save. Then server request add mapping contact. IMC default. Sorry. Server request remove mapping contact. IMC default. Server request add mapping contact. Vehicle get input mapping. And another one, vehicle get input look mapping. This is input mapping. Add save. Create a custom event. Name is multicast. Character enter vehicle. Multicast. We get vehicle. Get controller. Is valid. Create a branch. If the vehicle already possessed, we print string. Change color to red. Vehicle is controlled. If it falls, we possess it. Multicast. Return enter vehicle. And we call repair for vehicle entry. Then we get mesh. Play montage. Left right. Select this montage to play. If it falls, we enter from passenger side. If it true, we enter from driver side. And we can open this animation montage. We have to notify this door open and door close. We don't need this door open, so delete this notify. Same with this passenger. Door open, delete. and we copy this play montage again. On notify begin, we play this loop animation of driving, and then we process vehicle. Compile and save. Play. You can see the animation is playing. Go to BP vehicle interaction. Event graph. We need to play open door animation for the vehicle. Go get owner vehicle. Get mesh. Or play montage. Character. Left or right. And select. It's montage to play. We choose the animation. We call vehicle 3 animation interaction. If it falls, we open door at the passenger. If it's true, open door from the driver. When we complete, we enable the engine sound. So call on player enter vehicle delegate. And call on ignition start. Go to third person character. And here we call to play the animation of the vehicle door. BP vehicle interaction. Multicast vehicle enter by character. For this, compile and save. Play. And we go to this vehicle. And you can see the door animation is working. We not yet able to exit yet. We can enter from this side. Next, we want to add widget to the third person character and move this down. To add a custom event. This event name is server add interact widget. And change it to run on server. Input add boolean. a custom event, name it line, add interact widget, and this is run owning client, add input, name is add, compile, and call client add interact widget from the server. Add a branch, call create widget, go to gameplay, and this one BP city sample interact prompt, promote to variable. This variable type is interact widget, and when it fall, sorry, when this true, check if this is valid interact widget. If it is not valid, we create a new widget. And then add to viewport. If it falls, we check if interact widget is true, is valid, and get interact widget, remove from parent, and set this variable to empty after we remove it. Can comment on this. Name it local display widget on owning layer. Compile. Next, we go to BPV call based destruction. When we overlap, we add this widget to our third person character. So call server add interact widget and add to true. And when the overlap add, we call server add interact widget add to false. Save. And we play. Let's play from client. You can see when we go overlap the capsule collision, we get this widget display. And when we get out, we remove this widget. And the widget only display on one character. Go to BPV call indirection, and we're going to add the feed down mirror when we enter the vehicle. Add custom event, server add driving UI. This is run on server. Custom event. Client. Add driving UI. Run on owning client. All client add driving UI. Create widget. And we use this BP city sample driving UI. Promote to variable. This variable name is city sample driving UI. If it is not valid, we create the widget. After we create it, we add to viewport. Get owner vehicle. And we set this widget. Set vehicle. This owner vehicle. If we open this city sample driving UI, you can see we already set up this. And if we go to graph, we have this variable is vehicle. And we have on update vehicle speed function that update the number on the speedometer. Add a custom event. Server. Remove driving UI. Run on server. Custom event. Client. Remove driving UI. Run on owning client. And we call client remove driving UI. Check if this city sample vehicle, the city sample driving UI is valid. If it is valid, we remove from parent. And set this variable to false, to empty. And we can comment on this. Add speedometer UI. And we can create another custom event. Multicast. We call exit by character. And this is multicast. We play the animation montage the same as before. When we enter, but we play the exit animation. This vehicle 3 exit car montage. and on this complete, server add driving UI, and after we exit, we remove server, remove driving UI. And save. Let's run. Let's see to enter the vehicle. And now we have this speedometer. You can see the speed of the vehicle, mile per hour when we drive. Next, we go to third person character, add function, name process character, and add input, location, and change to vector, add a sequence. When we process back to the character from the vehicle, we detach from actor and keyword, mesh, get a name instance, call montage stop play animation montage. Enable camera boom collision. Get mesh. Get anim instant. Has to ABP menu. CR alpha. Set CR alpha. And set back to true to enable the control rig. If we go to third person, we go to this animation blueprint ABP menu. I add a variable CR alpha and then connect to this alpha. If it false is 0, if it true is 1. So I can enable or disable this control rig of the leg of the character. Get mesh, get capture component, and we set collision enable. Collision enable query and physics. Next, we set actor transform. Click this. This is the location. Get actor rotation. Click make rotator. We want only yaw for the rotation. and role is 0, pitch is 0. Get character movement, and we set movement mode. Before we set it to flying, now we set to walking. Next we get controller. As to player controller. And enable input this player controller. Get vehicle, get input mapping. For server request, remove mapping context. So we remove the mapping, input mapping of the vehicle. Vehicle input look mapping, and we remove it. Next we server request, add mapping context of IMC default for the third person character to control. Compile. We can comment on this. Enter vehicle. And another one is exit vehicle. Add a custom event. Server character exit vehicle. This is server, run on server. Custom event. Multicast. Character exit vehicle. And we call multicast. And call, sorry, this, forget L. Multicast character exit vehicle. Get mesh. Play montage. Montage to play. We have the animation that we exit the vehicle. This one. And we get vehicle. Multicast vehicle exit by character. To play open door of the vehicle when we exit. On notify begin. For server request, we not yet have this function. So create a new custom event. Name it server request and process vehicle. and run on server. Notify begin, server request, and process vehicle, and call process character. Location is actor location. After we unprocess, we set the third person character location to actor location. Next, we go to BP vehicle interaction. We can move this down. Create a custom event. Name it server and process vehicle. Run on server. Get character. And check if it's valid. Get owner vehicle. Get controller. Has two player controller. And call and process. We get character. And this player controller, we process back to our character. Go to BP third person character and server quest and process. We get vehicle, get BP, vehicle component, vehicle interaction, and call server and process vehicle event. And this server character exit vehicle. We check. And we go to BP vehicle interaction. Create another custom event. Server request character exit vehicle. So to exit the vehicle, we need to call from the vehicle. And run on server. Get owner vehicle. Get vehicle movement component. Get forward speed mph. We don't want the vehicle to, we don't want the character to exit the vehicle when the speed is too high. Absolute. And less than 3. Add a branch. When it's true, we get character. Call server character exit vehicle. And go to BP vehicle based instruction. Press C. Get BP vehicle interaction. Call server request character exit vehicle. When we call this, we call to our character to server character exit vehicle. And we can go to third person character. In this, we can comment exit vehicle. Go to BP vehicle base. Remove this event process. Get locally control is locally control it. Create a branch. If it's true, we continue. If it's false, and if it's false, we can connect to this. That variable is possessed. Is possessed by player. The same with this, and possessed is possessed by player to false. Let's play. And we enter this vehicle. And when we press C, we can exit this vehicle. And we can go to enter another vehicle and exit the vehicle. So it is working. But when we exit the vehicle, when we are exiting, we still can control this vehicle. Example, now we drive the vehicle and the character walk to exit the vehicle. So we need to disable this ability. Go to BP vehicle base, add variable. This variable name is vehicle input boolean, and this throttle. We only set throttle when it's true. Brake. And steering. So we disable the steering. Go to BP vehicle interaction. We set this owner vehicle. Set vehicle input set to true. And another, when we exit, we set this vehicle input to false. And let's play. And the character can enter the vehicle. When we exit, we cannot drive the vehicle. It is working. Our third person character, we want to adjust the physics a little bit. Vehicle movement. Go to physics. And disable touch force scale to mass. Initial push force factor to 100. Push force factor 100. And this max touch force 100. So when the vehicle walk to the vehicle, it don't break the glass. When it touch the vehicle, it is working. Next, vehicle base is possessed by character. We want to set it to rep notify. So we set this character BP vehicle audio when we notify from this variable. Open on rep is possessed by player. Get is possessed by player. Create a branch. If it's true, we set this. And if it false, we set this child actor class to empty. So we need to replicate this audio of the vehicle. Delete this. VP indirection. And now when the character enter the vehicle, we will hear the engine sound. But this vehicle, when it hit the static mesh, we can hear the collision sound. So we need to fix this. Go to content. Search for BP audio vehicle collision sound component. Go to event graph. And we don't need to check this bone is the root bone. Delete this. The same with this wall. Also with this vehicle. So in this try play can impact SFX, we don't check this bone. Compile and save. And let's enter this vehicle. And when we drive, hit this wall, we can hear the impact with the wall. So you can see from client to server and from server to client, the deformation we can see in both windows. And we successfully replicate the deformation of the vehicle. And thank you very much for watching. If you like this tutorial, please hit like and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for my patrons member who are supporting me. Your support really means a lot to me. See you in the future tutorial. I made a mistake a little bit here. When we exit the vehicle, we call this server remove driving UI immediately without this complete exit animation.